Welcome to my face. I'm James H. James, and this is Transformations. Oh my God, I'm very excited today. I have with me Oozing Gloop. You are a high-functioning autistic drag queen. Tell me a little bit more, let's go.
Yes, I am the world's premier autistic green drag queen, because I don't know any others. I run a cabaret every week in London. It's called the East London Cabaret.
The East
London Cabaret.
Where do you live?
I live in a place called Norwich, which is a very, very rural little community outside of London. I commute in each week. I get dressed on the train, I do my makeup on the train. The really great thing is it's not a particularly busy train, so there won't be many people in the carriage, so there'll just be like a few others, and they'll just kind of stare. Norwich is like a place constituted by crazies. It's in a county called Norfolk, and up until the 1980s, it was acceptable to write on psychological mental health forms, NFN, which meant normal for Norfolk, which meant anywhere.
What is it about London, specifically, that has such a vibrant camp culture?
Kind of like the attitude of like, people basically just kind of like going and dressing all fucked up to go out and get fucked up and have a really fabulous fun time is basically the main underlying premise of it.
So the idea isn't to be beautiful and to walk the red carpet and to be fierce. It's to be just about fucked up and fabulous. It's everything in the kitchen sink.
Courtney loves Entourage that wasn't allowed on the red carpet.
That's who you guys
are. That's who you guys are. It's very, very camp. It's kind of a revival in camp and stuff like that. And I analysed that, and basically the use of curve colour and reconstituting what we consider being sensible and stuff like that. I found this other theory by this American theorist called Richard Florida, who said that when a city's got a vibrant level of street culture and like basically a large gay community, it was good for a high technology economy to emerge and stuff like that. The right kind of like zeitgeist mix of like cheap rents, no kind of like previous sort of kind of culture sort of like holding it back and things like that. You can just be dropped in this place that there's nothing going out, and you can like, you're carrying so much with you, you can spread it out. You're like, thank God there's space and stuff like that. Spread my wigs.
Tell me a little bit about this, how autism affects your drag and your outlook and your persona and your studies.
I basically studied a politics degree. I had to then take an extra year. So I've actually failed my degree twice. I'm actually a fucking genius, but they just can't incorporate it. So I've had loads of problems with that. One of the reasons that sorry, I make lots of really gross noises. It's to do with being incorporated into a community structure, basically, and there was this whole kind of other queer underground stuff like that that kind of like took me in, and there was a chance for my abilities and passion to really. It was
a way to channel everything.
Yeah, channel it.
We have assistants.
We have assistants. Angel Rose.
I'm no assistant, honey.
And you, with the gorgeous new tattoo of sort of an Angelica Houston Cher, Pete Burns. You also have a really good ass one too. What do you got?
Show us your ass.
Show us your ass. Oh, what does it say? We're gonna have you come out in a second. Why is that? Why is that wet? So what are we going to be doing today?
Right, basically what we're doing today is because I think, I took good advantage of things that I had lying around and inspirations and various things, and it all just came together at the last moment. And I was looking at the front cover of Freak Show, and on there we have Billy Blue. Green face, orange hair, and then a nice pink as well.
Let's put on my little smock and then let's get started. Oh my God, yay!
Because I am traveling and stuff like that, this is the extent of my makeup kit that I actually have with me. Emergency $100 stashed in there, because there's no one's gonna want to mug my makeup kit. You know what, actually, this show Transformations is kind of like, it's changed the way I do makeup, because I always used to do the base, then eyes. And everybody does eyes, then base. We'll start off with a Illamasqua cream base, which I got in the sale for £5, which is
we love Illamasqua.
Great. We love an Illamasqua. We love an Illamasqua sale as well. Oh, it's so strange doing someone else's face. You know, I like that you're bonier than I was expecting. Then we go for a nice Kryolan super color.
Schminke.
Oh, it's because it's German. That's why it's so efficient.
You did a dissertation on Cinderella?
No, I didn't. I wrote an essay for fun on Sleeping Beauty. The use of color as consensus. What's really interesting is if you look at it all the way through, everything, oh, that's a bit too thick. Everything Maleficent does is actually preempted by the use of colour in it. I went off and watched the new Maleficent movie with kind of a lot of interest and stuff, and lots of people were like, I don't know what's that. Don't worry about it, don't worry. It depicts her as a very caring character. You know what, I'm gonna try using a brush. You've driven me to a brush, James.
What did I do? Anything?
What did you just... Your face isn't exactly like mine. How dare you have your own set of genetics? You've let me down, you've let yourself down, you've let the viewers down. Go to your room. Like, for example, purple in it represents womanly power and stuff like that. Blue is intuition and red is authority. Red's paternal authority. Black is kind of like state authority. And there's all these things, color codes and stuff like that, right? But it follows it right down to gold is inertia. So the queen is in a purple robe wearing a gold belt, and she's like, well, this totally inert character. And then when Sleeping Beauty's actually sleeping, she's got all these purple drapes covered in all this gold decoration, inertia and stuff like that, literally forming. Yeah, literally. It's like, it's preempted in this and stuff like that. Maleficent's green, which is this really important kind of part of the background, right up until the point where there's all these green flames everywhere, and the prince has been outwitted until he whips out the sword of truth. Suddenly, pow, bam, sword of truth.
Deus ex machina.
Deus ex machina. Yeah, it's okay.
The sword.
Truth, that's fine. But isn't it sad? But then the thing is, that's the one point when she's not green at all. She's purple and black, and then she falls into the green flames that consume her. It's a sacrifice for yourself to make yourself stronger. It's all about basically the overriding social order and moral order and stuff like that is correct and is right. And Maleficent basically is just an agent of reinforcing this all the way through, but seems to be the antagonist, which is funny because that's actually the same thing that they pick up in the Angelina Jolie picks up on in the new movie and stuff. The sacrifice of yourself to yourself is really common. It's basically kind of like Christ, Odin, and Rehab. She dies, but actually really her message and what she was about and everything like that permeates through. It's all about the functionality of evil in a decent social order. I'm attempting to create a sort of false. I forgot my glitter too, so I can't just throw glitter all over it and fix it at the end. So I am gonna have to actually work on this. There we go. This eye's going right. So maybe we can just get you an eye patch. I'm gonna try and do something I only did for the first time the other day, so this should be a clever thing to do. Where's your cheekbone?
Well, it's just there.
Working out where it is. This is your personal research.
How did you come up with Oozing Gloop?
Oozing Gloop. It's really funny because I always used to look like someone's auntie in drag. And my friend was like, you need to have some sort of name that reflects this, something like Uncle Fester. My best friend Lily Dean came up with Uncle Gloop, which I love the names Oozing and Secreting because they never, ever, ever optimistic. It's oozing, what? Oh. This is a little green, it's a new Cryline green. You've got a great forehead, haven't you?
What have you done since you've come to America?
Oh, well,
is this your first time in America?
This is my first time in America. It's my first time in America. Do you know what I really, really want to go to?
What?
Medieval times.
Oh,
I just saw the advert for it. The number is 1888, we joust. I thought that was something that was made up for The Simpsons.
No!
I'm gonna go for a brush blend at first, but should I need to, I've got a £3.70 imitation of the $37 beauty blender. I'm actually not very good at blending particularly. I don't, I very much feel that it's this new invention. So I kind of like to go for a stipple. I find a stipple actually very, very easy to just kind of jam it all together.
You have a very firm hand with your makeup.
Well, his arm's had a lot of practice. I want the darker cream to blend into the rest of the other creams rather than having a really nice, neat, fixed eye. I want something a little bit more transient. That whole kind of like sisters and twins thing with the eyebrows and stuff like that. I like to go with close friends and then apply it to the entire face.
They don't even have to know each other. They might have seen each other across the hallway. They don't have to meet.
Once.
Yeah, across a crowded room.
Okay, so we've got a very interesting little state of affairs, so let's just get some...
Wait, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Like, you know, I'd hate to have a boring life. I hope you've got a clean floor, otherwise you're gonna get a sty. How many eye infections have you had over the purpose?
I've only had one so far, and I'm not gonna say who gave it to me.
Oh my God, who gave it to you? I have my fabulous makeup palette.
Oh!
My friend found it in a bin.
You what?
My friend found it in a bin.
Oh, good.
I have these face powders here, which I actually, basically because I was really skinned, I worked out how much translucent powder cost per gram and found out that if you basically buy it in bulk, you get it about 30 times cheaper. And then I order pigments off eBay that people use for soap making. And then you add it to the translucent powder and you get a set of face powders that you can just go nuts with. And each one of these only costs about £2 or £3, which I guess is $4 or $5 or something like that. But you don't need money to do drag, you just need determination. So now we're gonna go for the powders. So here we go. It's strange doing it on someone else because I guess you can't feel how much is on there as much.
Am I supposed to be feeling how much powder is on? Are you sensitive that way? Wow.
One must be in tune with one's work. One of the ways that I actually managed to achieve something that I hope doesn't look like shit now because I'll be very embarrassed. I actually used 3 shades of green to blend with. And there I'm bored of blending. Fuck you, blending. Fuck you.
Moving on.
Moving on.
And this is like, what color? Is this just a black eyeliner?
Oh, it is a black eyeliner. I wanted the other one. A Cryline face liner right on the waterline.
The potential for this to go wrong is...
The really hard thing with this is not to follow the lines of the face and end up going like off to the side. You think you're doing a straight line down, and then but you follow your own face down and it kind of warps it.
Like you've been lying down crying.
Yeah, like you've been lying down crying and then you've got up but it stayed there. You said it with powder. Go on, we're gonna wipe your lips. And a t-shirt's really good for this because it's kind of textured, so it just like adds slightly more dignity when you're doing it to yourself. Every now and again, when I fuck up, I like to just rock out a Picasso and pretend I made it to be that way.
Hey, did you just fuck up?
No, I haven't, but I'm just kind of, I'm doing the other side, and so the potential for it has come onto the event horizon. There's an ontological possibility of fucking up. Now this is, it went and treated you to a new brand, it's a Virgin MAC Pro Wear.
Oh, that's nice. It's very creamy.
I always want to eat makeup.
My brother used to eat makeup.
Also, I've noticed gays love an orange lip. They think it's just so clever and so risque you went for something that wasn't red.
I think this is one of the first orange lipsticks we've had on the show,
This is exactly it. They're like, because no one ever does orange, but they all love it.
These are little feathers that we're doing for eyebrows.
For eyebrows, yes.
Well, this is very troll-like, isn't it?
It is very troll. It's very...
Troll Saint Troll.
Troll Saint Troll. Yeah, so Rose, can I use your hair? So here we texture it as well with a little bit of human hair for a multi-layered eyebrow.
Wait, Rose's hair?
I'm donating my body to science.
Wait, we're using some of your actual hair here. Is this really your hair?
Yes.
It's really your hair, it's not a wig.
Yes.
And you're letting him do this?
Yes, for you.
Oh.
I think that's something that I really, really enjoy about clubs and clubland and stuff like that, and this whole kind of club thing, that there's just this moment where you just kind of like let so many pretensions and things like that fall back, and it doesn't matter if some people don't think you're good. It doesn't matter if all the pretty girls say, oh, you haven't done that right, because you're doing it, and there are people who are going to enjoy the fact you're doing it.
Say that to the camera, God damn it.
You know what, I got this lash, I went to Walgreens just before I came and had a little hunt round. Oh my God, I went to Walgreens in this t-shirt and with this haircut with my fanny pack, and I looked like some sort of like escape from like the cult of like a Christian basement or something like that. Now we go, ooh. So now we go for the hair, but we don't have a wig.
Okay, so.
The idea is we're gonna glue extensions on and then give you a center. Because they're not gonna see the back of your head, that actually makes it a lot more, that's a lot easier. So we can just need to just build it up at this. In fact, I'm not even gonna bother doing ones at the back, I'm just gonna build it straight up to the side.
Don't even tell anyone.
And so don't even tell anyone. No one heard it, not you, especially.
I'm gonna go change into my outfit, and then we're gonna grab the transformation, and it's gonna be fabulous. Oh my God, yay! Donatello.
Isn't it?
Look at it! You aren't going anywhere. You're staying right here. And don't forget to subscribe to WOWPresents.